Hey everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and today we are working on some terrain. We're going to try and wrap up this cool train station made by things from the basement. So we are on the downhill slope here. We've got our stuff painted. A lot of it we popped out of the sprues, and we have got it painted now. We've got it weathered, so it's got some texture, some extra color in there as well, not just the spray paint. And we've already put some of it together. Look at that. That's one of the platforms. Here's the building, the train station, sitting on a platform. Now, I didn't actually glue it down to this yet, but I'm still debating what I'm going to do there. Look at that. That's kind of got a lot of stuff on there. So one thing that you might notice is that it still has a little bit of a shine to it because we have not put the matte varnish on it, the matte lacquer on it. So it still has, a little bit of shine to it, and that's okay from where we're at right now. Here's the little stairs up to the platform. Looks pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, so I think on this one, we popped it out of the sprue and we laid it out, and then we kind of identified what we wanted to paint, which colors, and we painted all of our gray stuff. Just spray painted it with Army Painter Uniform Gray. All of the brick stuff we painted with Army Painter Fur Brown. I like that for a brick color. And then I ended up going up to Ace Hardware and finding a spray paint that I wanted to use for this. So that's just some off-the-shelf spray paint that I got from a hardware store. Let's see, what else? Same thing with this. This is just kind of this white is basically a beige or an antique white sort of color. So if we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we used in this, I like these little silicone pointer thingies. I like these. Rather than using a wet brush, I like to use this, but you could just as easily use a damp brush to wick away your extra glue. We do use almost entirely just using wood glue for this. So that's what we've been using. I like to put it in a needle applicator. So this is what I put my glue into so that I can kind of keep it where I want it. It's nice to have some little clamps, and these are little clamps. These are not very big, but they do the job for what we want to do when we want to hold stuff together a little bit. So that works out pretty nice. Let's see what else. I guess that's the important stuff. I use a hobby knife once in a while. For some reason, I got a level out today because I wanted to make sure that my chimney was fairly level. Because when I first put it in, it looked like it was leaning really bad. So I kind of gave it a little bit of a push and tried to get it to straighten out a little bit. One way or another, probably not a big deal even if it is leaning a little bit. So today we're going to put the windows in. We're going to put the bricks around the last platform. We still have part of the roof to put in, and we're going to get it all done. So let's just get going on this. I think we're going to do the platform first. Let's see. So if you're doing this kit, make sure you're getting your brick pieces lined up ahead of time, so you know which piece is going to go in which spot. And these little corner pieces are not exactly interchangeable. In other words, there are differences. I guess I'm going to go back and do a little bit of brush work on this once I get these glued on. About the only reason that I put the clamp on this one is to kind of hold it in place where I want it to be. And we're going to put this one on. Now this is working really nice as far as the everything fitting together. So I was really worried that adding the extra layer of just a couple extra coats of paint was going to make it even more difficult to get things together, because they are really tight, and that's not a complaint, because having a nice tight tolerances like that is actually nice, because it keeps everything means everything fits together really well, and it holds. There's not wiggle once you get it together. It's like holding in place and locking in. So it's good, but it also makes it kind of rough to get everything to fit together. All right, well, that gets the little brick bits scattered around on it, so it has those on there. Better check for any squeezes of the glue. Yeah, there's a spot there. Okay. All right. I don't know if I want to just pull this off. So we have these holes. So I'm going to start off by kind of getting this piece started at the bottom of the window. And it's an interlocking sort of thing. So you have this piece here that goes into those holes for the windows. And then you have the two window frames that connect. Those three pieces make each window frame. Now, that is a things from the basement technique. I don't know of anybody else that really does it like that. I'm going to need to put a clamp on that again, probably. Well, it's holding pretty good. I'm not seeing anything trying to pull away. All right, same thing. A little glue here, a little glue there. We'll put a line across there, and then we'll try and shove the windowsill in. Now we're going to get the long frame. This front has the little curve on it. We'll put a little bit of glue on that as well. All right, so that gets that window on there. Wick some of that glue out. And that's our second window. So we have 7 of these windows to do. And there it is. Check that out. There's the 7 windows all put together. Let's check one more time for any sort of glue that needs to be pulled off of there. A little bit there. All right. So that gets all of our windows on. Now, what are we going to do next? I guess we're going to do I want to do this other roof piece. shingles. So there's the separate roof. So this is what you can pull off when you're wanting to go into the interior. There's the chimney right there. So I got the shingles on one side. I still need to get shingles on this side. For this, I'm going to use the big glue. Take it straight out of the bottle, and then I'll just use my finger and run it around a little bit. Don't be overly concerned, about getting it all the way to the edges. I do like to smooth it out to the edges. Obviously, with wood glue, you got plenty of time to work with it, plenty of time to wiggle it around and get it exactly where you want it to be. So very, very tight tolerance here. There really is no overhang at all. And now I'm just going to put a weight against it and kind of hold it there. Except I don't want it in my way, so I'm going to put it over here. Set it off to the side. And let it set up. So there's a little bit of a gap, but the seam, I guess you could call it, up here on the peak of the roof, the ridge. I don't know. He talked about adding, like, using some of the scrap stuff to make a little peak, a little ridge line there. But I don't know. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking I don't really care. So I think it may be an instance where I just say good enough is good enough and leave it like this. What do you guys think? He did a really nice floor on his interior. He did like a black and white checkering, and again, here's the floor for the piece. You gotta ignore the shine that's on it right now, but you can see there's a pattern there. To do like a checkering sort of pattern in the tile, I guess is what it would be. And he did black and white tiles all alternating. It looked really, really cool. But you know what? I don't think I want to do it. It wouldn't be that hard. It's just one more thing. And again, sometimes good enough is just good enough. And I think I'm going to stop with it like that and just call it good. I don't feel like doing more to it. You know, if I was doing it for a magazine or for, a photo shoot or something, that would be one thing. But for what I'm doing, just to make a gaming piece, I just don't feel like it's worth the extra step. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I guess I have to put this on there to finish the doors. Dang it. I really wanted to leave this separate. I really wanted to leave this separate and use it as a whole separate piece. If I cut those tabs off, there are tabs that connect it into this piece. If I cut those off, the problem is the door. The door is actually made so that the platform is necessary. So if I don't use the platform as its floor, then the doors won't have anything to stick into. I just like the added flexibility. It's a cute little house. It can be used. It doesn't just need to be a train station. It would be a nice little house to use in other places. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just stick it into the holes. And try and finish it up. No, I can't. It's going to have to be glued in. Damn it. I would really love to have had that separate. I'm going to have to glue it in. There's too many pieces that interlock with the base. So we're just going to have to put some glue on it and call it good. I'm going to put glue on the holes. Put glue on each one of the holes. Actually helps everything slide together kind of nicely. All right. So now it is glued down. Damn it. Forever to be attached to the platform. Okay, so now we can do the door. That looks pretty cool. Is that it? Is that the whole building? Are we done? Are we done? I think that might be it. Okay, so let's get it set up and see how it all looks together. So there it is. There's that piece. Low side of the roof, high side of the roof. Look at that, man, oh man, that is a train station right there. Look at that. Got the platform here, the little ramp coming up here. You got this part here. Okay, now I forgot my stairs. I'll just stick them on the front here. It's not really where they would go, huh? But that shows you how they would interlock, and those are, movable, so you can move them wherever you want them. If you want them on this side over here, which probably makes a little more sense. There it is. There it is. Check that out. That right there is a rural train station if I ever saw one. Man, that looks cool. That looks cool. The door is movable. The roof comes off. The roof comes off. The doors are movable. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, boys and girls, let me know what you think about this one. This is my Things from the Basement, is their rural train station. Um, they call it their Soviet World War II rural train station, but I really think it could be placed anywhere. I think it could be, I could put this in China. I could put it in Mongolia. I could put it in Venezuela. There's really, I could put it in Arizona or Africa. It could go anywhere, anywhere. So that's what I look for when I'm buying, terrain. I want to say, where can I use this? We spend our own money on this stuff, and so we have to find terrain that we can use over and over again in a lot of different places. So, Cool kit. Very cool kit. Around $50 for this kit. I don't remember exactly what it was, but maybe I'll put a link or a comment down below. But I think this is a good, solid kit that I could recommend. I wish the house was separate. I wish the house was clearly separate. The things that kind of lead you to just being able to use it with the platform, because I wouldn't mind using this as a farmhouse, right? I could easily use this as a farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere, or a store, or something, a trading post. Um, but the fact that I have to always include it with the platform kind of reduces its usability a little bit, right? Because if and the thing is that how often am I going to use a train station? Well, if that's its only purpose, then that's the only time that I can use it. But if I could use those platforms as a dock for a waterfront, if I could use the house, the building, as a trading post or something else, then I could use it separate from the platforms. That's something that I would have preferred. As it is, we'll still get a lot of use out of this, I guarantee you. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Make sure you get subscribed to our little channel. Hit the like button and hit the bell. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.